Welcome to today's Deep Target Customer Success webinar for November. We're going to take a look ahead at 2022 digital marketing planning. So thank you for joining us. I've got with me today, I'm Brenda Pierce and I have David Kingsbury. Helen is taking a little bit of R&R, so we're happy for her. So hey, David.
Hey, good morning, Brenda. Great to be here and super glad to see all of our great customers online today. We'll have a great webinar.
Great. Yes, we are. We have our agenda today. We're going to look back just a little bit before we look forward. And then we're going to have some innovative ways to engage your customers. So this is some new information for you there. And then we will have the campaign of the month. And of course, we'll do the Java Joy winner. Okay, so let's get started. We have a lot of information to cover, and I'm going to turn it over to David. So David, you got the floor.
Great. Thank you, Brenda. And Brenda's going to stay online because we're gonna talk about a few things together as we go forward. So first of all, last month we only had I'm going to say 10 or 15 attendees because the actual webinar fell on a very special day, which was Credit Union Day, and we didn't realize that. So shame on us. We may have moved the webinar. And many attendees said they couldn't join, so they were disappointed. So that was great. So we have a really good group of followers. So we're going to recap a little bit of what we talked about last month, but it dovetails real well into the topic that we have today. And this is related to, we know all of you guys have worked yourselves hard in creating all your campaigns for the holidays, Q4 of this year. And now you have to turn your minds towards 2022 and what's going to happen in 2022. And so we wanted to give you guys a fresh perspective once again on thinking about your customers and members and what they're doing. And we always like to look at them, and it makes perfect sense for us to look at them in groups by age. So we've got Gen Z to think about this time. Of course, Millennial, Gen X, Baby Boomer, and Traditionalists. And we need to think about the fact that there's a flow of financial needs over time and their points of urgency to consider. So let's take a peek at that. So I'm going to do a little build here from left to right. So what happens, and we all know this, these are some generalizations, that you're going to see checking, savings, credit card loans be a high priority for the younger generations, and it tends to diminish over time as they settle in with their credit card choices and so forth, but there may be blips as well. Then you're also going to see certain types of products go up and down over the entire lifetime of every individual: car loans, consumer loans, financial advice, and so forth, and many others. And then finally, you're going to see other products and services start small and then go up over time. And so this is one of the general understandings we all have as digital marketing professionals. How do we prepare ourselves to find the points of urgency to make sure that all of our members and customers are aware of our great products and services at the particular time of their point of urgency? And so that's our challenge, right? And so you guys looking at next year are going to have to consider this and consider it every year, and usually have a general cadence of what you offer each quarter. And it might look something like this. As you roll out your campaigns, you're going to have a series of all user campaigns where you perhaps step in periodically and modify images and words. You're also going to look at particular segments like this, which would be traditionalists perhaps, and offer them certain campaigns. But you're also going to have to look over the whole breadth of your members and customer base and consider these moments, if you will, in time where you can make sure that you're covering their needs and or points of urgency, and put campaigns in place to make sure that they're aware of your capabilities and services, right? So this is our constant challenge. And we like to think at Deep Target, we can help you do that in a very highly automated way by setting up campaigns well in advance so that they'll launch automatically. And we also like to think that we're super helpful in real-time campaigns. if suddenly you do come up with a campaign in mid-quarter, that's really important. So let's say the start of March, you can deploy that really, really fast uh, through our capability. And so that can be very helpful, right? Okay. So given all this, now we need to consider a few other things. And I'll just go ahead and build this out. We're looking at all these types of potential groupings of campaigns. But the number one question that really is plaguing us or challenging us as marketing professionals is, with digital, our digital channels growing so fast, and we know that were really spawned by COVID. It was coming, but it really jump started. In fact, I'll ask Brenda, when was the last time you were actually in one of your financial institutions? Brenda, when did you stop by?
2 years ago? Yeah.
Exactly. And I know you guys are experiencing that as well. And in fact, I know branches are extremely important, but the numbers of branches are diminishing. We know that. So we've got to engage online, and we have to be really supportive there in the online space. But how do we do it and not work any harder and hopefully actually work less? Well, the answer is innovation. And we here at Deep Target are trying our best to build out as much innovation as you guys can consume. But there's one aspect or a couple aspects that we want to make sure that you're well aware of. And that's what this webinar is about. The answer here is today, and we hope going forward for you guys, is predictive campaigns. I know we've all heard about artificial intelligence and machine learning, but it's here and now, and it's embedded in almost everything we do. Anytime you go online, there is some bit of artificial intelligence behind and machine learning. And that's the same case here now with Deep Target. So for over a year now, we released this capability, and we've had growing interest and results, but we want to share some new results with you today. And we want to entice you to utilize it because there's many, many positives about it. And we've gone over it a few times, and we've actually released this last year, and then we had a new version of capability with extended data this summer. Maybe some of you heard that, but we want to reiterate how incredibly important this is for you guys in the results that it generates and the amount of time that it actually saves you. So artificial intelligence used to be only available to all of the high-end financial institutions, but now it's, if you will, it's commoditized, and it's available for everybody right now. And so we're really excited about that. And we're going to show you, if you don't know, how to set it up very easily, and then you can let it run. And it does the work for you because it is machine learning as it proceeds. So just like target by rule campaigns that we've had for some time, this is that capability and even better. So once again, we released it in 2021, and we've added more capability, and the results have actually been even greater than we expected. So 23 customers are using it today. So I pause to let you guys think amongst yourselves, are you guys using it or not? And if you haven't, it's really something that you should consider. In fact, we want all of you guys to be using predictive campaigns because of their ease and their use as well. Okay, so predictive campaigns, if you don't know, are going to select users who are most likely to open an account of the chosen product type using a set of specific data fields that we've utilized inside of the machine learning. And those are the ones that are going to be most significant to that product type. Okay, so what that means is what we've done, and we've been working on this for a couple years now, and we're real excited about how it's come to fruition and the results. But there are 25 months of impressions and clicks and accounts opens across all of our customers embedded into this whole model. So we have aggregated all of that data into this specific model. This model is now available to all of you guys. And that model is a predictive model, which means it's going to calculate the likelihood of each individual user as to whether or not they will open an account of the specific type that you choose. And then it's that audience that's going to be utilized going forward and modified as the data changes. Okay, so really powerful capability. Sound powerful to you, Brenda?
Yeah, I love it.
Excellent. So we support 12 product groups or types today in our predictive modeling. So that what that means is all you have to do, and I'm going to show you in just a second, is pick, for instance, auto loans, and then you pick an age group. And then it will apply the predictive model across all of your digital users as they interact with the system and pick the most likely candidates that would apply for that particular loan. And once again, we're really excited about the results that it's showing, but you can see we've got 12 different product types, and we intend to add a few more across the spectrum so that it gives you full utilization of the capability. Okay, so when you use it is when you're going to do a category level targeting, and you're going to when you're going to select customers that a customer grouping, it will choose a customer grouping. You select the product type and that age range we just talked about, and then you finish the setup, which is a normal campaign setup, and then the audience is going to refresh automatically each time new data extracts are uploaded. So it looks like this, simple as can be. You're going to add a campaign like you do normally. You're naming the campaign, and then you simply pick targeted by predictive model and the product group. And the next is you're going to configure the predictive model based on all you do is the age range. And it's going to default to all ages, or you can be very specific. If you do wish to go after a certain age group and generationally pursue them and have banner ads that might reflect that generation, that's awesome as well. And then you're off and running. It's just that simple. Okay. So what we're telling you guys is, I know in the past we've shown you this campaign framework, and you'll see informational and all types, all user type campaigns at the top that we suggest and have suggested you place in play, and then targeted by rule at a broad level, and then subcategory. So this gives you a nice framework of the campaigns you might deploy across any time. And most of our customers pick some number. And you guys may have heard us talk about some recently that have small numbers of campaigns with extremely great result with broad categories of users, and others that are highly segmented, if you will, using upwards of even 20 to 30 campaigns, but using detailed criteria and specific rules to go after them. We're actually suggesting now that you drop the all user category level campaigns and move directly to predictive campaigns based on the product group and the age range, and let the machine do the machine learning do all the work for you. So this might be a little bit new to you and your thinking, but again, 23 of our customers have done this today, and almost all of them have received dramatic results. And we're so excited to describe some of those results to you as well today. So our first one that is having amazing results is Crane Credit Union. I know many of you have heard us speak of Crane. They're doing a phenomenal job in their growth and pursuit. Almost 900 million in assets, almost 60,000 total members. Most of those are digital, and a marketing team of only 2 people. So Michael has been pursuing what can we do more while we're doing less. So it's a constant pursuit of his as well. And here's some of his results. Already this year, starting in August, he launched 4 different product type campaigns using the predictive model, both for auto loans, checking, HELOC, and commercial loans. And the results have been outstanding. August to November 16th. So he even gave us an update this week. 211 new vehicle loans with an origination total of 4.9 million, 2 times increase over the standard ads that he was running. The new checking accounts, 4 times increase in new checking accounts, 2 times increase in commercial loans, and a 30% increase in HELOCs. Phenomenal results. Wouldn't you say, Brenda?
I mean, yeah, and Michael loves Predictive. He said it's a game changer for him.
That's right. And
And you can see
uh,
why.
it is. And Michael, what's interesting about Michael is he's also a data scientist type. He loves digging in data. But the real value here is he doesn't have to do any digging, and he doesn't have to do any analysis of the targeting. He just lets the product do it, and the results are phenomenal. So excellent work going out to Michael. So if you take anything away from this discussion today, it's predictive campaigns, but there's more. As you all know, personalization is key today. And once again, we have the ability to add the digital user's first name to every single ad uniquely as they get their ad displayed. And if you guys know, in the world of relationships today, a person's first name is the most important word to that person. So when it shows up in an ad, it's an immediate attention grabber. So we're gonna ask you guys once again to consider this, because it's so important in your personalizing and staying in touch with your digital users who are no longer coming into your branches to see you guys. So this is one way to do that, and only about 20% of our customers use this capability, and it should be used more because it is so dramatically powerful. And then our display technologies. HTML, all of you guys know, and we've talked about it multiple times this year, how important video is going to be going into the next year, and how powerful that is. The message retention by the user experiencing the video is 95% message retention. That's super powerful, and that's why video-based ads are the wave of the future. And as much as we found interstitial banners to be invasive previously, they're commonplace now across all internet-based retail and engagement, and therefore they're super widely used, and now they're grown to be expected, especially if they're relevant and personalized. So consider that. And then 3D Storyteller, once again, we're really pleased with the results. Many of our customers finding real value in it, a whole new way to engage their digital user. So we're going to talk more about that in coming webinars. And then finally, lead distribution. The fact that you guys can get these emails, you can get these leads emailed directly to you. You can directly transfer the leads to your CRM with automation and our analytics API. So once again, we'll talk more about those. Okay, great. So now it's award time. So I'm going to turn it back over to Brenda. Brenda, what do we got going out there?
Okay, so we have the Campaign of the Month award winner. And today, okay, drum roll, David.
Oh, here it comes.
And this month's winner goes to Michael from Crane Credit Union. And he had an he's getting this because of the auto loan campaign using Deep Target's predictive model capabilities. It was just fantastic. He had great results.
Right.
And he just turned on Predictive. So it is that easy.
That's Michael there in the picture. That's actually Michael when he heard about the award here.
There you
go. Okay. I'm sorry. Congratulations to Michael. He's done an amazing job. He and his team of 2. So we're real proud of him. But wait, there's more discussion of awards, right, Brenda?
Yes. So this past week, Access Softtech had their conference in Napa, and we had teamed up with Access Softtech to do a Digital Impact Award for 2021. So we had 7 finalists that went in and actually presented to the people at the conference, and then they voted on the number 1. So if we look at the next slide, you can see that here were our 7 finalists. And let me just say, you guys are doing some great campaigns.
Amazing.
And the
Absolutely amazing.
ROI that you're getting is definitely setting the bar high. So we had 7 finalists that competed for the grand prize, and the grand prize award winner, drum roll again, went to next slide. Okay, it went to Jolt Credit Union.
Woo!
Yeah, Bethany Dutcher with Jolt Credit Union, she had an exceptional campaign featuring $1,000 express loan where you didn't have to get a credit check. And it provided the option for members who needed funds in as little as 1 day. So here was their ad. And one of the reasons is, you know, you never know when you have to take your animal to the vet. You know, that's not something that you expect, right? Hey, my dog's been there. And so anyway, they ran this campaign June 15th through September 13th, and they had a fantastic click-through rate of 3.88%. Remember, industry average is 0.5, so this is well over, I don't know, my mouth,
Yeah.
huge, huge, we'll say. And then
7 times. Yep.
yeah, and then we have, they had over 10,000 unique impressions, 383 click-throughs, which resulted in 614 loans booked for, and in fee-based, just fee income alone, it was like 21,000. And that's based off a $1,000 express loan that you could get in 1 day. So fantastic results.
That's great work.
Bethany
That's right.
walked away with the 2021 Digital Impact Award, and she presented in Napa. But anyway, we had fantastic finalists. They all have great stories, and we're going to continue to share those stories. And we want to hear your stories as well, because you guys are really doing fantastic results. And it's interesting. A lot of, David, you'll appreciate this. A lot of ours are starting to use predictive campaigns, and they're seeing just phenomenal results. So
Right.
if anything you take away from this, turn on your predictive campaigns, right, David?
That's right. That's right. Thank you. Thank you, Brenda. Fantastic. So what time is it?
Okay, it's Java Joy time. And so, David, while you are picking the winner, so for all you people that are new on the line, and we do have several, David will pick a winner, and you get a $20 Starbucks gift card that you can have for yourself, or you can share with your team. And while he's picking the winner, you've got to be on the line still. Okay, go to the next slide, David. And I just want to share something that Gina sent in from BNC National Bank, and I think Gina's on the line. So thank you, Gina, for sending this in. It's a great quote. She says, "We found the review meeting to be informative and helpful in guiding us on our strategic efforts. The review meeting provided us with next steps and suggestions on how to improve our communication and our digital experience for our customers. We also received a review on current and new products that are available. Highly recommend this meeting. Deep Target team goes well beyond and is conscious and flexible about your time." So let me just add to that, and David, I know you're going to want to as well, but Gina brings up a really good point. If you have not scheduled a customer review meeting this year, schedule one in December. These are free, and they can save you so much time. And our folks are here to make sure you're successful. And
Right.
if you want to reach some of these levels as our 7 finalists, we've had some people say, "How do I get those results?" Start with calling us or emailing support@deeptarget.com, and go ahead and set up that review meeting so you can see some outstanding results. Okay.
That's exactly
So,
right. Great.
yeah.
So the Java Joy winner of the day is Evelyn Hobbs.
All
Yay,
right.
Evelyn.
Way to go, Evelyn. Okay, Evelyn, we'll be in touch to get you that gift card. Congratulations on that. Just a fun little perk.
That's right.
Okay, so
That's awesome.
yeah.
So thanks everybody for their time today. We actually have a survey. When you exit, there's just a couple quick questions, but to tack on to what Gina said and what Brenda said, set up that review meeting and we'll help you go through predictive campaign setup. Super easy, but we can give you some more detail and help you pick the right one to deploy. Okay.
Yeah. So we do appreciate if you would just fill out that quick survey. There's 5 yes and no questions. It won't take but a second. Okay. And as we're closing out, let me go ahead and ask, it's almost December. This year is almost over. Our December webinar is a fun one. It's a holiday fun. We will take a look backwards, but we will also look at everybody's holiday banners, which is very festive and fun because y'all do such great work. And yeah, so go ahead and sign up. You can sign up at www.deeptarget.com/webinars. And we do hope, thank you for joining us today. And we do hope you have a safe and productive month and have a great day. Thank you for joining us.
And happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's next week. Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.